Yeah, here we go. Okay, hey, it's Jerry Nunn for a one-on-one interview with Darron Hayes. How are you?
Hi. Good. How's it going?
Good. So you're out in the
Good.
world. Looks like a hotel. Where in the world?
Yes, I'm currently in Columbus, Ohio. Woo!
Yeah.
We just got here yesterday and I'm settling in. I went to yoga this morning. I walked around a little bit. And then we got a show tonight.
Okay,
Yep.
excellent. And then you'll be in Chicago really soon.
Yes, we'll be in Chicago next week for 2 weeks. I'm super excited.
2 weeks in Chicago. Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll get into more of that. But let's go over history, stuff like that. What are your pronouns and identity?
Yes. So my name is Darron Hayes. I play Martin and Kimberly Akimbo, and my pronouns are he, him.
Yeah, right. And then identifies queer.
Yes.
Do you like queer or something?
Gay,
Yay.
gay,
You love gay,
yes.
gay, gay. Okay. Me too. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
say it
my
loud,
pronouns.
say it proud.
Yes. Yes, during Pride Month, perfect timing.
Yes.
Yeah, and my pronouns are he, him, and I'm queer also, or gay.
Okay,
Actually, I
great.
like gay
Awesome.
because I was raised gay.
Great. Amazing.
And then tell me about your background. Where did you first really like, being a performer and all that?
Yeah. So I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I grew up singing in church
Mhm.
initially. And from then, I went on to play instruments, and my mother put me in theater at a young age because I think they weren't really sure what to do with me. I was always the kid like doing cartwheels in math class and just like wanting to like suck all of the attention out of the room and put it on myself as a kid. So I did theater from a young age and played in band and stuff. And I've sort of just like done the arts my entire life. It's like my entire livelihood. It's my life.
Yeah. Did you go to
Yeah.
school? Where'd you go to school?
So I graduated high school from University of North Carolina School of the Arts, and then I went on to Penn State to get my BFA in musical theater.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I watched your performance on YouTube of Home, and it was just
Oh, thank you.
so comfortable, so easy, it looked like.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure. And then you did Australian theater, right? So
Yeah.
tell me about that.
Yeah, so I got to play Ferris in Choir Boy, which was the Australian premiere of this play. And it was such a huge opportunity. I got to do the play initially at Denver Center for the Performing Arts. And I got to meet with Terrell Alvin McCraney, who's the writer of the play, and I got to make connections with him. And through my work at Denver Center for the Performing Arts, they asked me to reprise my role for the Australian premiere of Choir Boy, and I said yes. And it was truly like one of the most beautiful experiences I could have ever imagined. Growing up, I never said like, oh, I want to go work in Australia. I was very much like, I want to be on Broadway, I want to do TV, and I want to do film. So sort of when this opportunity just landed in my lap, I was just like, oh, thank you, Lord, and thank you, universe. It truly was just like given to me. So truly such a beautiful experience. I loved working over there.
Cool. Yeah, that flight would be intimidating though. That long flight all the
Oh
way.
my God, yes. They made sure to make sure I was comfortable, so it was okay. But
Good,
it
good,
was long.
good, good.
Yeah.
So Terrell, I interviewed him for Moonlight, and then
Oh my God, yeah.
yeah, and then some other things. And I just went to the Steppenwolf, one of their fundraisers last year, one of the galas, and
Okay.
and I was like, I just want to say hi. It was a while ago. He was so wonderful. I just
He's
love him.
Isn't he the best?
Yeah. Yes.
So talented, so intelligent, truly changing the world with his work. Like I look up to that man so much. He means so much to me.
Yeah, and that's your Chicago connection because he did stuff at Steppenwolf and all of that. So
Yeah.
there you go. You're going to be performing really close by.
I know, I'm so excited.
Yeah. What was the American Idol experience? I was looking for stuff about that.
Yeah. So I was not on the show very long, but I will say it was an interesting experience. I got to meet like world class, like some of the world's best singers. And I made some really great friends from that experience. I met Nichelle, who actually was Dorothy in The Wiz on Broadway recently. That's how we connected. And it was I took it for what it was. I wasn't expecting much out of the experience, but I'm really glad I got to do something like that and just,
Yeah.
just try it.
Yes, and I don't think it's about how far you go in the competition because, some people don't even get anywhere and then they're
Right.
stars one day. So,
Right, right, right. Yeah,
yeah.
I was grateful for what I was able to take from it. But it was an interesting experience.
Yeah. So you just did some ABC TV, right? FBI Most Wanted.
Yes, 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 yes. I was on an episode of FBI Most Wanted. I
Mhm.
believe that was last year. Oh my God, I don't even know what time is anymore with this tour. Like, what day is it? What time is it? What year is it? I have no idea what's going on. But I believe I was on episode 3. Oh my God, this is crazy. I
That's
have to go back and look.
okay.
Um, but that was also a really interesting experience. I was very nervous going in for it because I wasn't really sure what to expect.
Mhm.
But I basically sat around all day
Yeah.
and then we did my scene maybe like 6 times and they were like, great. Like, I don't know. I was expecting, to get a bunch of notes and like work the scene so many different ways. But I guess for, things like that, they just want to see if you can do the scene. And if you do it, then they're like, great, next, moving on. So it was quick and easy.
Yeah, the world of movies and TV is just so different than theater, and
Oh my
why
God.
that's why
Yeah.
you're shocked. You're like, oh, why isn't there more feedback?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, are you sure? I was like, did I do it right? I was like, is that it? And they're like, yeah, you can go home. I was like, okay, bye.
So last year's when you started getting involved with Kimberly, right? Is that how the timeline is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I booked Kimberly in 2023, actually, on Broadway. And I made my Broadway debut with the show, which was super exciting and, a dream come true. And actually, the day of my Broadway debut, I learned that I would be going on tour with the show. And I remember just thinking, like, okay, well, I can't think about that right now because I'm about to like make my Broadway debut. I need to focus. I need to make sure I hit all of my numbers and stuff. But I had known for, maybe like 5, 6 months before the tour started. So
Cool. And then
yeah.
tell people about the show. It's not this is not a old classic. This is
No,
a
no.
newer. So tell us people.
This is Kimberly Akimbo, honey. Yes.
Yes.
So Kimberly Akimbo is a coming of age story. It's about this 16-year-old girl who has this rare genetic disorder where she ages 4 times as fast as she should. So the show examines that, which, as you can imagine, can be very difficult and it's very devastating. She just moved to a new town in New Jersey. She has a highly, highly dysfunctional family. She's the new kid in school. She has to navigate that. She's navigating falling in love. And, as devastating as her disease and her, family dynamic may be, it is also so funny. Like within the span of 5 minutes, you will be on the floor crying and laughing at the exact same time. So I love Kimberly Akimbo. I'm so grateful that I got to make my Broadway debut in a show like this and to now tour with it and, play the part that I covered on Broadway is very special and meaningful to me.
Mhm.
And, I love our show so much because these are normal, regular, everyday people. Um, so, to summarize, I would say Kimberly Akimbo is about life.
Love
It's
it.
about all
Okay.
of the ups, all of the downs. Truly, it's so beautiful. It gives you a little bit of everything.
And talk about your character, Martin. How do you identify
Yes.
with him? Hmm.
Yeah, so I play Martin, who is one of the members of the show choir at school. He's in a quartet. He is like a star to be. He knows that there is a life awaiting him outside of New Jersey. These teens are awkward and they're quirky and, they're trying to navigate and figure out their own life, as I'm sure, you can remember being 16. And unfortunately, Martin is he's tied up in a love square.
Oh,
So Martin is in love with one of his best friends who's straight,
uh-huh.
and that boy is in love with our other best friend named Delia, who likes girls, and Delia is in love with Teresa, who loves me. So we're in sort of an interesting
Oh,
little
that's so
situation.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's good writing right there.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So, well, that explains a lot of the queer aspects of the show. There's queer characters involved with the storyline.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's about people that don't always fit into a box, right? I mean,
Of
that's,
course. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And I mean, what a special time to be doing this, with Pride Month kicking off right now. I'm so excited to be in Chicago during Pride and, to represent Martin. He's out, but he's 16. And he's not as comfortable as, I am at
Mhm.
26 years old, but it definitely means a lot to represent this gay character during Pride Month.
Yeah. There's rainbows everywhere in the advertising.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
That's
that's us.
a lot of signaling there. I love it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and then so that's it's our Pride is the last Sunday in June, so you
Okay,
guys will be back on the road by then. But we
right,
do have Pride Fest, which is not as big as Market Days, but it's a
right.
outdoor festival. So if you can sneak over,
Oh
after
yeah.
the Sunday, I don't know how it's going to work with your schedule, but
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
I know definitely a lot of my cast members, we definitely want to find some Pride events to go to if we can catch them while we're there.
Oh, there'll be plenty. And then Sidetrack,
Great.
a lot of casts go to Sidetrack where they watch musicals, on the
Oh,
screens there.
great.
It's the biggest LGBT bar in the Midwest. It's
Oh my
huge.
God. Well, then we will be there. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
over 200 TVs, 200, and they play musicals.
Oh,
And
wow.
on
Okay.
Mondays, musical Mondays is the theme, and a
Of
lot.
course. Of course.
So, and then most people are off Mondays, so then the casts go there. So
Okay, great.
we always throw that out.
Yes.
And then what about Great America to go promote there? Is the cast and crew? Because we have one close by.
I'm not sure
Because there's
actually.
a whole Six Flags part, right? To
Right, right, right.
go.
Is there a Six Flags in Chicago?
It's yeah, well, it's not Chicago. It's in a burb. It's up north.
Okay.
But it's 45 minutes from I mean, I just drove up there for the new ride that just opened.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so if I was marketing, I would be bringing everybody up there and kind of, taking pictures at least on some of the rides or something.
We'll talk to our people.
Yeah,
We need to figure something out.
yeah, my mind just works like that. And I just was there to ride that roller coaster, and it was wild.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was it was like one of those, super fast.
Are you a big roller coaster person?
Not at all. No, I
No.
get anxiety. I was
You
closing
just
my
had
eyes
to
the whole
check it
time.
out.
Yeah, and they were filming me for this for as a press event. So,
Okay,
um,
okay.
are you into roller coasters or? Are
I
you?
love roller coasters.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I love the thrill.
Oh, you have to go. You have to go.
Yeah.
Like this new one's really great, and we also do have like a Pride night too. Not now,
Okay.
but they do it in the fall. For that.
I know we are so excited to be in Chicago for 2 weeks during Pride. Like we are gagged. We're so stoked.
Yeah, it really comes alive. I mean, even just everywhere where I was driving, I was seeing flags, and I decorated my little homo home,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to show it off, put the rainbow because my neighbors were, and I was like, well, they're not out doing my Christmas decorations,
Right.
So I started hanging rainbows today. So
Oh, good, 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 good.
that was it. What does Pride mean to you? What?
Oh, oh my God. Pride to me means it means everything. It means visibility. It means we are here. We're not going nowhere. We've been here. Especially now, when our rights are being attacked and our livelihood is being attacked. It just means we're not going nowhere. So you might as well get used to it.
Mhm.
And like I said, with playing Martin and Kimberly Akimbo, even if I can touch one or two other little Black queer boys out there in the audience when I perform every night, it really means the world to just see yourself in someone, you know, because it provides dreams, it provides opportunity, it provides um, you know, something tangible. You really like see yourself in others. So I am just, again, I'm so grateful to be playing Martin on the road, especially during Pride Month in Chicago. Like I'm so, so stoked about it. And yeah, I feel like we're gonna have a really, really great 2 weeks there.
Yeah, you never know how you're affecting somebody. And some little kid could be like, I can do that. That looks like me. There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. And that's what it's all about. You know, the work will always be work for us because, you know, you just get in the run of doing the show every day. And, you know, whenever I find myself like growing weary in my well-doing, for lack of better words, whenever I feel myself just like feeling the work, I always try to remind myself that, you know, the people out there, it might be their first time seeing this. So it's just important to keep showing up and, you know, be representation for others so they can see themselves in you.
Yeah, and you're traveling all around. So this goes on through next year, May at
Yeah.
least.
Through May 2026. Yeah.
Yeah. And are you planning on staying the whole time if everything goes well, or you have other
Yeah.
plans?
I
Okay.
will be here. I will kimber it out until the very end.
I mean, it's a wonderful vehicle for you. It's great
Yeah.
to like get to know you and hear about all your experiences and how cool that is.
Mm.
And I look
Yeah.
so forward to seeing it. I love a new musical.
Yes, me too. I'm really excited for you to see it too. I think you're really gonna enjoy it.
Do you have an all-time favorite musical? One that really speaks to you? Besides,
Mm. I mean, I love Next to Normal. I feel like like my favorite musical changes like maybe every other month, but right now it's Next to Normal, especially with the new Pro Shot that just came out with the cast in London. So
uh-huh.
yeah, I would say Next to Normal. I also
That-
love
That's a heavy.
Songs for a New World. That's technically not a musical; it's a song cycle,
Okay.
but I love the music in that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Very
Do you
cool.
have a favorite musical?
I like Sound of Music.
Sound of Music, classic.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a classic. I mean, they reran that thing every year,
Right.
and it just has such great songs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that is just that's one big one for me. Yeah.
I think they're on the road right now too, actually. I don't know if they're coming to Chicago, but I'm pretty sure they're on tour right now too. So
I'll have to check that out.
hopefully they come through
Yeah,
Chi-Town.
yeah, yeah. It's such an honor to talk to Alex Newell last week about
Oh,
their journey and just shucked, blew me out of the water. I mean, I've never heard anybody sing like that. And to have
Alex
you,
Newell.
I just, oh,
This
uh,
is this is all I have to this is
yes,
all I have. Every
yes.
time I see, I'm like, I'm speechless. I don't know how they do that, truly.
Yeah. I will say it was for this Apple TV cartoon, and it's the girl that did the voice for Moana, and it's
Mm.
called Lulu is a Rhinoceros, and Alex has a brief. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to even spoil it, but if you get a chance to watch that cartoon,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
so good.
Wait,
Uh,
what's it called again?
it's called Lulu is a Rhinoceros.
Okay.
It's about a bulldog that identifies as a rhinoceros. I mean,
Mm.
it's a cartoon.
I'm
So
in. Sounds
yeah,
incredible.
yeah, you can check that. I just thought of Alex because I think Shucked is so special.
Mm.
The representation's been so important for the Tonys and all of that.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this show has did really well, the most nominated Tony Award, Tony winning, show and nominations. So
Hmm.
so
Five it was, I believe. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, all right. So I look forward to promoting the show. I will meet you at the stage door after to say hello in person.
Yes, please. I can't wait to meet you in person.
And thank you for, taking time out to do this interview. And we're gonna get all of the LGBT community to show up. And
Yes, please, please, please. Thank you, Jerry. This has been
yes,
so lovely. I really appreciate it.
great. Thanks. I will see you in the Windy City. Okay.
Okay. I'll see you in the
All
Windy
right.
City.
Okay. Bye.